Okay, so I've just got the keys to this MG, and I thought, why not show you the first impressions of the car? Now, this is a ZS Hybrid, which is basically the crossover version of the MG3 that I filmed earlier on. Now, immediately I can tell from just getting out of the MG3 and into the MG ZS, it does feel a little bit more premium, or they've tried to do a little bit more to make it feel premium, shall we say, because that car, it's only about £2,000 difference between that one and this one. But yeah, this one's got like little bits of like this material around the window switches, the mirror controls up there, the door lock buttons are up here now. Top of the dash is a lot softer material, and it's kind of got the kind of faux stitching on the top of the dash, and then we've got a soft bit of material there. The glove box does feel similar, but it is damped, which is not what we've seen in MG3. And then we've still got the little hump, which on the passenger side, exactly like we've seen in MG3. But yeah, overall, it's got a little bit of storage in there. But yeah, overall, I think MG have done their most with like the £2,000. You're getting a bigger car. There's the Cyberster. Hello, Cyberster. And we've got, more room. Could obviously do a full review in this car on the next video. But yeah, I wanted to show you like this gear selector here, all the way forward for reverse. There's my 360 cameras, as you can see. And it's giving you the same thing we've seen in the HS, was telling you how far away we are. We've got your drive modes up here if you want it in sports. And even the graphics on this screen up here are a little bit different to what we've seen on the MG3. So yeah, I'm actually quite impressed with overall the first impressions of this car, is what I'm going to be calling this video, because yeah, we've got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, just like we've seen on the MG3. But yeah, quite impressed just on first glance. And this one's got like that felt lining again, but in a lighter material, which definitely helps aerate the cabin, having a bit of lighter material up there. Again, lights like so. No light for the driver. That's interesting. We did have that in MG3. Headroom's all right as well. I can kind of feel like good few inches. Again, the seat is adjustable, but this one is electric. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd like for £2,000 more, you're getting a bigger car with all this kind of gadgets and tech. That was fun to drive. We'll get this out on the road for the review, but yeah, like I can see why families would go for this, because it's more room and it feels a little bit more upscale than MG3. Yeah, I'm really surprised. This is genuinely first reaction is getting this car. Yeah, like I'm surprised. Trophy for trophy, there's like £2,000 difference. You're getting a bigger car and a little bit more of a premium feel. So yeah, let's wait for the full review and I'll give you my feedback. But first impressions.